Maybe that's what I need to press. Yeah, I have it already set up on OBS, so it's a little bit difficult for me to switch right now. I don't want to do one extra thing, porque estoy haciendo ya muchas cosas, brother. I'm doing so many things at once already. Let me see, is this now streaming on YouTube? It says I'm live. But how? Oh, there we go. There we go. It looks like it is live. Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna have to keep a YouTube chat open somewhere. Y'all bear with me for a second. I am not setting on my Pi. This is not... How can I change this? Shoot. Go live, and then can I edit? I can't edit the name of this, can I? Hey, there you go, Kilobytes on YouTube. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Can I change the title? I can. All right. All right, let's see if that works. And then let me just have a pop-out chat. That way we can keep track of YouTube chat, if anything. And I think we're straight. You're gonna finally play a Pokemon game? You started, but you never went back. Which Pokemon was this? I heard they were gonna do a re-release of Leaf Green and whatever it's called. Red, Fire Red. But anyways, you know, today I do have several little things to work on. You know, yesterday I was a bit bummed out. I mean, even though I said I need to give myself some grace because I haven't done LeetCode in over 5 years, right? It still hurt my ego a little bit because it took me too long to do some of these problems. So I spent some time yesterday studying more, going over some stuff, and I think today is going to be much better. There are certain I ended up setting up a plan with Gemini because it's a study. You know, this study repository that my colleague handed me over, which is amazing, is not something I think will fit the interview I'm planning to do next, which is for Reddit and for Bumble. I'm studying right now for those two companies. And what after talking to Gemini for a little bit, it looks like Reddit, they deal a little bit more with DFS, BFS, link trees, nodes. So I have a more of a catered plan for me to go over. And yeah, we're gonna kind of hit some of those today. We're gonna have this day one, the foundations of hash math and sets. However, I do feel like I can probably get through all three of these today within hopefully an hour and a half. That's my goal. So we'll see how it goes. Is the one I played on stream. I see, the Pokemon Legends Z, I think. Thank you, Kilobyte. Appreciate the support over there on YouTube and for the vote of confidence and support that I need right now, to be honest. But yeah, so funny enough, some of the problems that Gemini laid out are the same problems that my colleague had laid out for us with this repository before, about the hash maps and sets, about sliding windows. The main things though I need to look into is backtracking, hash map and sets. So that means I need to dive into DFS and BFS, because those go hand to hand with this reading that I need to do when it comes to design. mobile design. So quite a few things that we got going on. First and foremost, we're going to focus on LeetCode. We're going to do some easies, work myself up to medium. My plan is to do an easy, then a medium, then an easy, then a medium, and here we go. Rusted Coke on Twitch used to work at Reddit. Matt Johansson on YouTube, but he's more cybersecurity though. Cool. I'll need to, I don't know if I can reach out to them, but I do know somebody who works at Reddit, and they're just sharing with me what they did to study for their interview. So a lot of it overlaps with what Gemini has told me. And you know, one thing that I've noticed is that if you go and use Gemini and ask it to give you a plan of a study plan for a specific company you're trying to work for, it actually does a pretty decent job at laying out the foundations for you. Like, it goes and it finds in the internet for interview questions and it sets it up. Hijo de la gran miércoles, bro. Yo, Harsha, thank you for the follow. Thank you. But yeah, it has come up with good plans, Kilobytes. It has. Welcome on, Harsha. How you doing? ¿Cómo estás? What's up, Javi? Dímelo. How you doing? Where you been? What you got going on, my person? So yeah, I think the plan is, you know, and I'm gonna bring this back a little bit here to the left. I want more space here, actually. Yeah, Gemini has come up with some really good study plans, and I highly recommend it for anybody who is in my position or just want to find a job, to tell Gemini, hey, I'm interviewing. You go and you tell Gemini, hey, I'm trying to land a job at Netflix, and can you build a study plan for me? And it does a really pretty decent job at laying out the LeetCode problems you should look at, the design problems you should read upon, specifically for whatever, you know, part of the industry you're trying to go to towards mobile, backend, whatever the case may be. So what's up, Mono NZ? How you doing? My hair, I still have my hair, bro. I'm losing it though. You know, my birthday is this month, so I'm definitely getting up there. And my kids called me old this morning. So, but you know, we're getting up there. I'm losing my hair. That's okay. My knees are creaky and all of that, but you know, we're still doing all right. Birthday, I don't know if a birthday stream, man. We can call Friday my birthday stream because my birthday is this week. So I'm doing great. What's the plans for today? Javi, well, the plans today is for me to study. I got some LeetCodes that I need to tackle. And yeah, a ver qué pasa. I need to get, you know, prepared for I don't have any interviews lined up currently, but I want to start the conversations by early next week. So yeah. I used ChatGPT to come up with a plan to study calculus. I'm improving. Hey, there you go. It's harder at 45 years old to learn new stuff, not gonna lie. Hey, I'm feeling that right now. And I'm not 45 yet, but I'm feeling that right now, for sure. Thank you, Mono Z. How you doing, Mono Z? I saw you bullying Compile Dev last night, bro. You were in the chat bullying him, man. Y'all gotta leave Compile Dev alone. Why y'all gotta do him like that, man? LOL, my kids shocked me when they say I was born in the 900. Yo, that's crazy. I agree on Really Hot Fixer. I think this is the worst way to really see if a programmer is worth their value. You know, it's a good, I guess, barometer, maybe. But damn it, I need to really get a new chair. But I don't think LeetCodes are the best way to test a programmer on their skill sets. He wouldn't listen. Man, y'all some bullies. He wanted a solid color nav bar on Android. No, sir. We passed them holo-style apps, fam. I mean, I can see that, bro. I can see that. But just don't bully my guy. LeetCode has gone the way of Lassie. I don't know what the way of Lassie means. I hang around here and bully Frozer just like Money bullies compile dev. Money bullies everybody. So I mean, he don't only bully compile dev. He bullies everybody. And who cares? I saw you in that chat too last night, bullying compile dev. I mean, you and Mono and Z ganging up on compile dev. I mean, as you would be lost without him for iOS, right? Two-way street. He's like, no. All right, I'm gonna start with this two-sum LeetCode problem. We did this one yesterday, and it took me, let's say, was it this one? No, we didn't do this one, but we'll do this one today. This is another easy. And we're gonna try and see what our times are. Ha, nice one. My size hurt on that one. I know who cares. I know you worried. I'm just pulling your legs, bro. I was just gonna see what you're gonna say about that. Yo, Kilobytes, how is your studies coming, man? Because last time we were speaking, you were actually studying for programming, right? How is that coming for you? How am I the real bully, bro? I'm reacting based on how y'all come at the stream at me, man. I'm not a bully. I'm a nice guy. Spectre, you the one that needs to talk the least. You and Who Cares on this stream have a streak of bullying me. Especially Who Cares. Like, dang. Okay, let me get my 10 push-ups in. Who cares? Let's get our 10 push-ups in, 10 squats in, and then that will stir the blood up so we can get started on these LeetCodes. You're so mean to John 2.0. Remember what happened to John 1.0 exactly? I mean, touche. Touche. Mono Z. It's a rewards, it's not bullying. Man, whatever. Javi, I'm be missing for a time. How I can contribute to bother him? No, do not contribute to bother me. Like, you don't need that, Javi. You don't need to be bullying me. Senor, you have been proven guilty, who cares? You've been proven guilty on this stream. You bully me all the time, so don't even get started. All right, let's hit these 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll do 15 today. Turn on the fan. Let's get it hot. And then do my squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 mini squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, some stretching too. Oh man. There we go. Cool. Let's go. Ha ha ha, Spectre. That would be a great one. One last announcement. Y'all don't forget, please just take a look at my YouTube video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like if y'all feel like it deserves it. You know, please give me some feedback on it. I'll appreciate it. It's about a vlog on my game. Just y'all take a look at it and give me some advice, please, or feedback if y'all want to try it out. Kilobytes. It's good. Passed my classes, peering into a human brain A+. Let's go. And business statistics for managers B. Now English 302 and more business math. ASU Online Life, almost done though. Engineer, look. Oh, engineer 302 for English, or is engineer? I guess it's engineer 302 because for me, I got flashbacks. I thought it was English 302, which it's English. Okay, bro, English is not my strong suit. And I had to drop out of English class twice. So that's how bad my English is. Anyways, so good luck with that. Oh yeah, for sure. Chest all the way down, my guy. That's why these chests are getting big. You did a decent release today. What did you release, Mono Z? I was about to say, Spectre, you can't do that command. Only I can. This guy. What are the status for the side projects? Yeah, so Javi, if you are an iOS user and you want to try out my game, there is a test flight beta link I can send to you. I can drop it in the chat if you're interested. You can download the game, give me some feedback. A lot of people have already given me feedback and I've addressed a bunch of those, but I have yet to upload a new build. So let me know if you're interested in that. The next step will be to release the Android version of it, which I've been saying that for over a month now. But I plan to try and spend some time on Thursday to work on the game and release the beta build for that on Android. What else? The other apps that I've been working on kind of took a side. They're on the side right now because I've been focusing on the game and now I have to focus on finding a job. So it's kind of, priorities have taken. Yeah, you are an Apple user. Okay, cool. Then just give me about 2 minutes. Let me get the link for you. One sec. I gotta log into App Store Connect and find that link. Hey ZL, you started. Man, this is man. You see what you did, Spectre? This guy. How you doing, ZL? Good seeing you, man. My English is terrible too. I feel you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that, Spectre, man. Look at you, bro. See, Spectre is badass, man. Thank you, sir. There it is, Javi. You can click on that link and be able to download the game. Please give me feedback. Please. Either give me feedback here or give me feedback on, there is a feedback button in the game that you can use as well. Or you can give me feedback through test flight. I relaunched my main landing page website, fully remade in Astro, trying to get SEO going properly, a bit too AI heavy at the moment though. Also did a blog post to dev.to, which was scary AF. Let's see, bro. Where's your blog post though? Link it, man. First of all, congrats on the release of your new landing page and on your dev blog posts. Hope you're doing all right, bro. That's great. What's up, Sleepy Tooth Colder? How you doing, man? I've been catching your streams every weekend in the morning. Even though sometimes I can't hear it, I'll be clicking on the link and make sure I'm there. How was the pub yesterday, AZL, after work? I'm trying to improve my English. I spent around 1 week for 6 hours at night speaking with people from Indonesia or anywhere. Hey, así es como se aprende, Javi. Así es como se hace. Mira, me dices acerca de la aplicación if you want to give it a test, checking it out on iOS, and just give me some feedback, man. If you can, I'd really appreciate it. I'm doing all right, Sleepy Teal Color. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing okay, man. How is your how's your application coming along? I know you've been working on it like pretty steadily every weekend. Let's check out Mono NZ's blog real quick. I keep forgetting about my long-running mobile app. Okay. Okay. Forget about it. An hour later, I'd come back and check the Actions tab to see that the build failed 45 minutes ago, or that the build actually worked and QA has been waiting on this for a long time. This has been happening too many times for me to count, so I built something to solve the problem. There's no way to automatically sense that the build is complete. You just need to keep an eye on the Actions tabs or wait for the PR to become mergeable. What I actually wanted, a push notification on my phone the moment the build finishes. A direct link, I could tap notification and go straight to Firebase app distribution or test flight. Different messages for success and failures. A link to the GitHub Actions run and failed builds so that I can see what went wrong. No waiting around, no checking every 10 minutes, and post-it notes under the monitor. Question, Mono NZ, is this part of your work? I did use a bit of AI, but the structure is me and the code. I mean, that makes sense. I don't think you can get away from AI nowadays, to be honest. So hold on, a quick question. Is this something for you or for your job? API alerts. Look at, okay. So this sounds more like something for you. Let me see here. You push the code to PR, context switch, you make a coffee, nap, play with your cat, okay. Phone buzzes, tap, install, or phone buzzes failed, okay. It's building fasting workflow plus Firebase distribution. Hey, Diambul desde Nicaragua. Thank you, my guy, for the sub. Appreciate you, my guy. Ojalá que le esté pasando bien, brother. You got to see grandma? That's good, man. That's amazing, dude. Thank you for the support for all the way from Nicaragua. Staging versus production. Makes sense. By the way, Mono NZ, I still need to set up my fast lane. That's another thing I need to look into. So you're using API alerts under the hood for this. That's dope, bro. This is kind of like something, Mono NZ, don't be scared about this blog. Keep posting stuff like this, bro. Keep posting blogs like this because one is definitely marketing for your own product and it's clearly working, right? You're using it in production, dude. Like, this is awesome. Not bad, needed the relaxation. I hear you, AZL. PUBG, what are you talking about? Inspector, in full transparency, okay. Doing good, slowly getting to the end of the controller server work. Still got one unknown issue with the server renewing users with tokens with Twitch though. So Sleepy Teal Colder, do you mind giving me a refresher of the application you're working on? I remember it was something based with Twitch, and I think it was a notification system for Twitch, so you can access everything from your phone. But maybe I'm like intertwined. I'm crazy anyway, so. We have Slack integration for our bills, so it sends messages when someone happens to. Gotcha. I think we had that too at Square. What was it that we had it integrated with? It was with webhooks and GitHub Actions, but we had our own build pipeline, custom made, and we could invoke anything we wanted from there. So yeah, it's to improve my SEO back to my own app because of my domain authority sucks. I mean, that's how you get it. Yes, Javi, I did build the game with Godot. Thank you for your feedback, mi brother. Gracias. In my English class, we're encouraged to use AI to challenge our thesis statements. That's interesting. What is this, bro? This is the new MacBook. $5,549. The hell? Fuck that. Hell no, bro. I no. It'll be great to have the Mac. Yeah, but no, thank you, man. Can you edit this? Okay, you can. Okay. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I guess I need to find another job and get laid off so I can get the M5 Max. My old boss retired and went back to Nicaragua. Nicaragua's a dope spot. We see them tomorrow, but we just sightseeing today. Cool, man. Y'all just taking it in. How long are y'all gonna be out there for, Dimble? I like to post more about KMP, but most will link back in some way or another. This is just one use case that people may search for. Makes sense? Bro, yes, post more, Mono and Z. Don't listen to Dimble. It's stressful. Yes, all of us definitely want to do that. Who cares? Buy my stuff and I'll buy yours and we'll both be still poor. Facts. Hey, look. If y'all are my day ones and I ever make it big somehow, bro, my day ones, I got y'all. I'll definitely pay for us all to fly out somewhere we have a good chill time. And y'all, I gotta answer this call. Is my mom? 1 second. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, ma.
Happy birthday to you, Papa.
Thank you. My bad, y'all. His baby app will cover us. Bro, my baby app will not cover us at all. My baby app, actually, yeah, I think to be fair, it's been selling maybe one sale a month. And I don't have any marketing towards it. Like, I don't have any SEO, any traffic going towards the app. So that's decent, I guess. Mac Mini M4, that's a good addition. It's some laggy and the colors flash and can produce seizures. I agree. Okay, that's great feedback, Javi. That's great feedback. Let me know what iPhone version you have. Sleepy Tube Colder. No worries. In short, it's a controller server which allows my OBS setup and Twitch to be controlled through buttons in an Android application. So either tablet or mobile. As I've got a plugin set up, I could extend to other services like maybe an audio player. That's pretty cool. So it's almost like Stream Deck. Is that what we're saying? Sleepy Tube Colder is like almost like a Stream Deck. Froscon, I don't want your fake pickle money, real money. It's your birthday. This week is my birthday, yes sir. Yeah, don't torture me, man. Bro, I don't I don't know anything about SEO, my guy. iOS 2020. Okay, what about your actual iPhone? I'm just curious about like the hardware specs. Pretty much like Stream Deck. Cool. That's cool. Let me know, Sleepy Teeth Coder, if you ever need somebody to beta test your app. I'll be more than happy to help provide some feedback. You know. Should I tell y'all now or wait till it's over? What are you talking about? What's good, Props TV? El Duro. Hey, y'all, man, I forgot to shout out. First of all, I got to shout out my boy, Sleepy Teeth Coder. They are an Android streamer as well, and they stream mostly on the weekends. So y'all make sure to take a look at what they do. You know, go check out their stream. They're building right now it's almost like it's a way to control your stream. He just said it and I'm already jacking up the way he said it. But yeah, it's a controller that allows your OBS setup in Twitch to be controlled from your tablet in the Android application. So y'all follow them and make sure to check out their stream. Another person we got to shout out, but we have to give it a few seconds, is my boy Props TV. What's good, my guy? Hope you're doing all right. I got news, but LOL, I don't want to jinx it. Okay, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Hopefully means you got a job. Gracias, Kilobytes. I appreciate it. I am on YouTube. Okay. I am about to start this 20-minute timer here in a sec. After the ads, we're going to get started with our first easy task of the day. Then we're going to build it up to a medium task, go back to an easy, then go back to medium. ¿Cómo así, Javi? What that means? Oh, o sea, ¿qué hardware estás utilizando para tu iPhone? O sea, ¿es un iPhone 15, 16, 17? Para yo así poder testear. Porque yo también tengo un iPhone. Tengo dos iPhones, actually. Look, I don't know how, but I came across two different iPhones. One is an iPhone 15, and I think the other one is an iPhone 13. So, I need to be able... 13, gotcha. It's an iPhone 13. Okay. So, I need to check it out, what you're talking about on my iPhone 13, Javi. Listo. Thank you for the feedback, my guy. Thank you for my feedback. You know, I just gotta kind of throw out there for myself, since we kind of have like 20 viewers right now. Y'all check out my YouTube video. Give me some feedback. It's a YouTube video about my game that I'm building. And if you want to be part, the game is going to be free. So if you want to be part of the beta testing, let me know. We can drop a link in the chat for y'all to follow, check it out. But yeah, the video is linked up there. Oh, what's jinx means? Jinx, it means como que, I don't know how to explain it in Spanish. Es como que es como decir que si tú hablas acerca de algo que está pasando bien antes de que sucede, y si tú hablas acerca de eso, le puedes dar como mala suerte de que no pase en verdad. Y por eso uno no habla acerca de eso para que en realidad sí pase la vaina. ¿Me entendés? That's kind of like how jinx, I guess, can be explained. And yes, it is a LOL character. No. Then we don't want that. Who cares? Stop. We don't want that. Who cares? Exactly. No le eches sal. Exactly. Ahí está. All right, y'all. We're about to get started with this LeetCode. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna just do a quick easy one, and then we're gonna jump into medium. Let's see how we can get this done. I haven't done this problem, so let's see how it goes. I'm rusty, so we'll see how it goes. Start it. Let's go. Given an array of integers nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input will have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. Here's an example. Target is 9 and the output is 0 and 1. Because nums, we return. Inputs 3, 2, 4, so 1 and 2. All right, so this sounds pretty simple. This sounds like, you know, we have pointers at the beginning and the end, and then we just go to the middle until we find the target, right? So we just have a pointer and two ends, and I'm gonna start doing a pseudocode here. So pointer at edges, so left and right. Increase left if sum is small. Increase, so we're gonna have to iterate until left and right crosses. Then we're gonna increase left until sum, if sum is small, increase right if sum is large. And it's not increase, it's decrease. But also here we need to add one other thing, which is we need to make sure we check if target matches. If sum matches. If sum matches target, return indices. All right, this sounds pretty easy to me, I think. So we can have of our left, which is gonna be at 0, of our right, which is gonna be at nums, that's size -1. But also, we're gonna have a quick escape here. So if nums length is 2, so I don't need to check that. All right, we know nums length is 2, so we won't check that. But then we're gonna say while left is less than right, we're gonna check the sum. If sum equals target, we can return an int array, I don't even know if this is a keyword. I hope it is. Left, right. Else if sum is less than target, we know we need to increase left, else right plus plus. And if we here, I guess we just return an empty. What's up? How you doing, my person? Get Gopher. How you doing? Return an empty array. Is it empty array? Something like this, maybe? Hi, Javi, te me cuidas. You be safe. Yeah, I'll just do an array of. I hate lead code tests. Me too. Roughly, hopefully, trusty, bro. This guy. Int array. Just build projects and have GitHub prove your work. That's what I've been trying to do, but that's not enough nowadays. Bro, I thought there was an int array of nothing. Is that doable? No, do not reset it. You're doing excellent. That's good, Gopher. How you doing? Are you a coder as well? Index out of bounds. How would this be out of bounds? Left, right. This would be out of bounds if left is the same. For length 4. hold on, size? Oh, duh. Right needs to be decremented, not incremented. There we go. It missed for this case. Target is 6. So let's go through this. We start left 3, 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. So we see that sum is greater. I'm a little dummy. I'm a little dummy here. I made the assumption that the array was sorted. It is not. We need to sort the array first. If we sort the array, we're guaranteed that the left side one will always be smaller, going all the way up. Oh, hold up, but they don't want. I see. Oh, this is a little bit harder now. Somehow, I'm usually doing networking operations and only code in that context nowadays. That's cool. That's cool. Well, yeah. Have you had to do leak codes? I'm right now in the process of studying. I recently got laid off, so I'm just trying to like do leak codes again, and I haven't done this in over 5 years, so it's taking me a minute. Given an array of integers, nums and integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. All right, since this is not ordered, I'm gonna brute force this. You know, they want the indices of the array in how it comes. I made the assumption that they were ordered. They were already ordered, but they're not. Right? So I can't just increase it. I can't just increase it like I can't make this assumption that I'm doing here. So this actually don't work. So what I need to do is instead I'm gonna redo all of this here. We're gonna brute force it. The way we do brute force it is for I in 0 until nums that size -1. I do additive code from time to time just for fun. That's cool. Yo, we gotta shout out my boy Props TV. Make sure y'all follow him. He's a cool dude with a badass bun. Y'all make sure to check him out. Let's see here. Then we're gonna need another loop here. For j in I plus 1, until nums that size -1. And here we're gonna do -2, because we don't need to do the end. If nums at I plus nums at j equals the target, then we'll return an int array of I and j. Else we're gonna just return of nothing. This is super wrong. Why is it? Let's think about this and we're gonna go through this here as an example. So if we have an array that is 3, 2, 4, right? We know I is gonna be 3, and then j is gonna be 2. The sum at this point is gonna be 5. We know our target is 6, right? So that doesn't count. We'll increase this to 4. The sum is now 7, which doesn't work. So then we go up here and we start at 2, and then this is now 4. So the sum here should be 6, and we should return here. But actually, at this point, this is already minus 2. So that's probably why. Nope. I need to slow the hell down. J in I plus 1 until num size minus 1. This is 1 forward. So we're basically going from 1 forward and calculate the sum for each one. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll go on the next one and we'll calculate the rest. I want to print out here. Well, okay, I won't have print line, so let's not rely on print line. What's going on here? Okay, I guess it doesn't work. If I is 3, num size is 3 minus 1, that means 2, so 0, 1, 2. Until. Is until keyword Kotlin. I forgot if until is implicit. Is until implicit? No, until is not implicit feature in Kotlin. It is explicit. 0 until 10. Creates a range from 1 to 4. Okay, so then that means I don't need to do minus 1. Because it won't get to that point. Right, there you go. Hey, okay. So this would be the brute force way of doing it. There must be a much... Okay, that took me 13 minutes to do. But this is the brute force way. Now, is there a better way to optimize this? Because this, as it goes right now, the complexity for this, let me see, fastest time, 13 minutes, 43 seconds. This is the first time. But this is brute force. Can we optimize this? Because right now this complexity is O of n squared. And we don't want that. Complexity for this one is O of 1 because we're not doing any more memory, using any more memory. But there should be an easier way to do this. I wonder what are the topics? An array, hash table. Ooh, we could use a hash table. How would we use a hash table? Okay, I think I see a way of how to use the hash table. Right? You can have if we calculate the difference of the target from the current number we're on, we'll know that difference, right? We'll check if that difference is in the hash table. If it is, we now have our 2 indices at that point. Yeah, so let me write some pseudocode on that. Using the hash table. Keep track of difference to index in map. Calculate target diff from current val and check if in map. If in map we have all right, so if we have a, you can say a diffs. This is gonna be a mutable map of, and we're gonna say an int to an int, right? And then we can say, okay, for I in 0 until nums at size, we say diff equals target minus, what if it's a plus? Okay, target minus nums at I, right? Target minus nums at I, then this will give me the difference. We can then check if this that contains, if this at diff is not null, then we'll return int array of the current index plus the index in or map. Yeah. Else, not even else, what we just automatically do is we'll save that difference with the index here. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think this might work here. Here we know we can explicitly, we can force some rapid here for sure. Nums to target is 9, so we can go through this here. Target is 9 minus 2, that gives us 7. It's not in here, so 7. Oh, not the diff. Not the diff. What we want is the nums at I here. There you go. Bro, is. There we go. Okay, so that was the hash map way of doing it. All right, great. I was able to do this in 2 different ways, and this was, I think this might be the best way of doing it because now the time complexity dropped to O of n instead of O of n squared. Cool. And basically what we're doing here is we're just caching the answers. We cache in the current value and its index, right? And then whenever we are calculating the difference between the current value and the target, the result should be what we've already cached. If it's, and then we can use that to provide. Cool. All right, that one didn't take me as long as yesterday, so I'm a little bit happy about that one. But I think the big one now is to jump into the 3-sum version of this 2-sum. Cool. All right. Let me do a quick stretch and I'm gonna get ready to go into the medium version of the 2-sum problem. Solo quiero ver qué está pasando por allá en YouTube. Casi nada. All good. Is it still streaming on YouTube? Looks like it is. So we straight. All right. Hijo de la gran miércoles, bro. What's up, Square Root? That's a cool name. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Let's get a good stretch going. Oh man. Come on, bro. What's up? Thank you. I am kind of forced to exercise the brain. But yeah, I'm here studying because I recently got laid off and I'm trying to find a new job. So, and I have to get into LeetCode. But yeah, how you doing? How's your day going? You came right at the time when I'm stretching, but we're about to hit a medium LeetCode problem. We'll see how it goes. Gotta stretch your hips. You know, I think my goal is for me to, my hope is, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but a lot of Asian communities, they have this thing where they just like kind of squat in place and they just have a conversation by like squatting like this. And my goal is to be able to get to that point because that's some great hip flexibility. And since I'm tall, well, I don't know if you consider 6 foot being tall, but since I'm tall, my knees get in the way and so do my hips. So, let's see. Are you a programmer as well, square root? Oh. Man, sorry to hear that, but hopefully you find something better soon. People pies. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. But you know, gotta have faith and trust in the amount of studying I put in. So it's taking me a minute because I haven't done this in a while. So, but yeah, we'll get there. Cool. I think it is time for me to jump into this threesome one. Last time it actually took me closer to 40 minutes, if not even more, I think, to answer this question in particular. And I didn't even get to answer it. So I'm gonna try it again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and look at what Gemini has in store for me, which is this group anagrams. Those are my 2 goals for the next hour to get done. So let's see how it goes. By the way, reminder for all of you who know that I'm a One Piece fan. I'm actually probably gonna get a tattoo of One Piece. I will be building this live on Friday. It's 1,000 pieces, right? I will be building this live on Friday. I'm not getting off the stream until I finish building this puzzle. So, y'all, please be tuned for Friday. I'm probably gonna start around 10:30, 11. I need to start earlier because I gotta go get my kids from school at 4 o'clock. So from 10 to 4 p.m. is what I'm expecting. We'll see how it goes. Too bad it's One Piece. You tripping, bro. One Piece is the shit. All right. I think it is time to jump into this next one. So let's see. Get the timer started. Try to look one more time. Put my feet up, relax a little bit, and dive into it. Hopefully, square root, I don't embarrass myself. Here we go. Start. Threesome. Given an integer array of nums, return all the triplets. Nums I, nums j, nums k, Hey, sounds good. Sleepy Teal Colder, thank you for stopping by. Good luck on your stream. And once again, if you need somebody to beta test your app, let me know. I'm here to help you out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Return all triplets. Yeah, it does, Spectre. That's funny. Nums j, nums k, such that I does not equal j, I does not equal k, and j does not equal k. So the indices cannot be the same. And nums I plus nums j plus nums k equals 0. Notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. So for instance, we have this negative 0, 1, 2, negative 1, negative 4. No, it wants me to return the values. It doesn't want me to return the indices. It's just that the indices can't be the same. Okay. So if the indices cannot be the same, then they don't care about the order of the indices. So this can be sorted. Like they don't care if the indices swap. They just care that the values at those indices are not the same. Okay. So nums 0, nums 1, nums 2 equals negative 1 plus 0. Nums 1, nums 2, nums 4. So we can still reuse nums 1 and nums 0. Triplets does not matter. And if we see this one here, these two are the same, but we're not keeping duplicates. So we're gonna need a set. For this one, the only possible triplet does not sum up to 0, and this one would be these 3. Okay. So what we know, indices cannot be, okay, unique sum of values where indices are unique. Okay, then we have dímelo, mi pana. Sí, man, es que no sé si te comenté, pero perdí el trabajo y me toca ahora estudiar. Y ahora por eso tengo estas horas de trabajar, de poder tirarme por el stream. Triplets. Okay, so sum of values equals 0 where indices are unique. This is like the two-sum problem. Indices we can sort since we only retain values. Working or for fun? No, es que perdí el trabajo, mi brother. Ya no tengo trabajo. Me botaron del trabajo y ahora estoy practicando para prepararme para entrevistas. All right. So the way that YouTube is out for you, this guy. The way we want to take a stab at this is, we're gonna have an I, a J, and a K, right? If it's sorted, we can use I as a barometer to push me forward. So that means I only need to worry, if it's sorted right, I don't need to worry about everything in front of I. And it could be multiple combinations of that. So I need to find the sum of everything after I that equals the inverse. Okay, I is start, J and K are two sum must equal inverse of that I. That makes sense. Mucha suerte, tío. Con tu conocimiento de inglés no tendrás problemas en encontrar algo. Gracias, mi pana. Hoy fue mi último día de trabajo. Me voy a otro sector. Brother, mucha suerte. ¿A qué sector vas ahora? So I do think we can do like a for I until nums that size. Size is gonna be, that means we're gonna get up, if size is, let's say size is 10, right? This is gonna go from 0 up until 9. But we don't care about 9, and we also don't care about 8. So we want to maybe go up to 7. So that would be -2, right? Because 10 minus 2 is 8. And if we go up until 8, it would go from 0 to 7. That makes sense to me. 6, 7. ¡Qué juicio! Dímelo, Eduardo, ¿cómo estás, pana? Mira, apenas vi lo que me mandaste por Instagram. Eso es lo que me mandaste por Instagram. Ese es un juego que tú hiciste. 6, 7. Bro, I have 16-year-olds. I have 11-year. Like, come on, man. I have an 11-year-old, a 16-year-old, and recently my nephew, who is now living with us, he's 16 too, and his thing is all about 6, 7. It's just all so, man. It's all stuck in my head. Es una idea muy buena. Sí, pero ese es, no me di cuenta, pero si ese es tu juego o es otro. Pero si la idea se ve bacana. Alright, so as I move forward, now we only need to worry about the sum between J and K. So we can have a left be I plus 1, right? And right be equals to nums that size minus 1, because it's always the end. By the way, this is assumed as sorted, so we need to sort this first. Right? Gracias, pana. Pero es que la idea que tú también tienes es muy genial. Okay, so there we go. Now we gotta iterate until left is less than right. And then we gotta check here if they have to be unique. Oh, we need a hash set. We need a set. Val results equals a mutable set of a list of int, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna have to get here and say, okay, if nums at left plus nums at right, if those equal the inverse of nums at I. All right, hold on. Let me just do it this way. That way it's easier to see. Sum nums left plus nums right. If this sum is equal to the inverse of nums at I, we know that's going to equal 0. actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just add all of them. We can just add all of them. And then we can check if the nums is 0. If it is 0, then we want to add to our results a list of I, left, and right. Then we want to, at this point, increase the left and decrease the right. Right? Else, if the sum is greater than 0, if it's, hold on. If it's less than 0, we know we're too small. So left needs to be increased. Else, we know that the right needs to be decreased because it's too big. And that will break this. And then here we'll return the results to list. So let me go through this real quick. ¿Te instalaste ChatGPT en la brain? No, brother. Ojalá. So we have a list of things, right? Let's say we have all of these, right? And then we go ahead. Here, let's run through this example real quick. We have all of these and we're going to sort them, right? So it's going to be something like this, -4. We sort it, 2 negative ones, 0, 1, 2. Yeah. Sí, son ejercicios para programación, brother. LeetCode. All right. So we have all of these. I is going to be -4, right? And then J is going to start at 0, -1, sorry. And K is going to, left actually, and right. Right is going to be at 2. So these sum, and the sum is going to equal, for this first one, is going to equal -5 plus 2, that's -3, -3. Right, so that's too small. And since it's too small, we're going to increase left. So now left goes up to -1 again. It's going to be the same thing, -3. So it's too small, so we're going to increase left again, right? And once you increase left again, that's going to become 0. That's going to give me -2, which is too small. So increase again, that's going to give me -1, too small, increase again, 2. This is going to give me 0. No, at this point they meet each other. So it's going to break. So it's not going to pass that check. Then we increase this to -1. Once you increase that to -1, we start at -1 here and still at 2. -1, -1. This sum is now -2 plus 2 is 0. So then we're going to add -1, -1, and 0. Sorry, -1, -1, and 2. Is that one of the answers for this one? -1. Am I confusing myself? No, we got -1, -1, and 2, right? That's one of them. Cool. Sweet, we find it, we complete it, then we're going to go ahead and increase both left and right. So this is now -1, and this is going to be decreased to 1. This is going to give me -1, so it's too small, so we increase this. This is going to be 0. -1, 0, and this is going to be good. So we're going to have -1, 0, 1, and that's another one here. Okay, cool. We increase both left and right and decrease right. And at this point, the loop breaks. Boom. Then I'm not going to go through the rest because this proved to me that this is the answer that we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get anything else. So I think we can run this. What? Oh, sorry. I in 0 until syntax issue. Wrong answer in this case. Output was 125, but it was incorrecto. No! All right, sorry, my bad. Like I said, I'm rusty. You're right, bro. Sigo a una chica en IG que vive en UK y sube contenido bastante interesante. Hace nada subió un robot mobile 2026. Bro, mándamelo. A ver si puedo aprender acerca de ello. I see the wrong. Okay, so the issue is I'm returning indices. They don't want indices. They want values, right? It says return all triplets nums I. That's the value, not the index. So I need to just do nums at I. Do like this. Nums I, nums left, nums right. Let's try this now. Por IG o por donde sea, brother. Listo. All right, see this. Hey, this is looking good so far. All 3 cases have passed. I think I feel confident enough to submit. So let's see. A ver qué pasa por acá. Let's go. All right, I brought this down from 40 minutes to 17 to 16 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's go. All right. I feel much better now. I was able to do a medium in less time than yesterday. Let's go. Okay. This is just day 2, y'all. Day 2, and I feel good. All right, cool. I want to know if there's a more optimal way to do this. Let's think about this. What is this? What's good? Hey, how you doing, Betsy? MP. Duplicates. What do you mean about duplicates? This looks like an O of n square time complexity because we're iterating multiple. Yeah, this is an O of n squared for sure. O of n squared complexity, space complexity. I think this is constant. Because we're not. Yeah. It is constant because the number is not like. Or is it O of n? No, it's not O of n because it's always going to be smaller than O of n. Welcome on in, Betsy MP. How you doing today? Sweet. All right. I wish there was a way to see solutions. Can there be a Kotlin? Okay, let's just see this one. I want to know the time complexity. O of n squared and space is O of n. O of 1, yeah. Where n is the length of the array, sorting takes O n log n, and the 2-pointer approach for each element takes O of n. So the sorting is what adds to it. Okay. As the solution modifies the input array in place and uses only a fixed amount of additional space. This assumes, hold on, that we're doing the same sort array. Sorting helps to avoid duplicates and allows the use of 2-pointer technique. Use a loop to fix one number, which is what I did. Find the remaining 2 numbers, and that sums up to -1. That's what I did, but I don't think we need to do the -1 as long as they're all added to 0. For each fixed num size, initialize 2 pointers. Check if the sum of num left equals -1, or the sum of all 3 is 0. If a triplet is found, add it to the result. Skip duplicate values for left and right to avoid duplicate triplets. But if we're using a set, we kind of don't need to do this step, although we can optimize it to do it. Yeah, cool. I'm using a set, so that kind of handles it for me. I'm using the powers of that data structure. So I'm actually kind of happy. I'm not kind of happy. I'm happy because yesterday it took me way longer to get this one done. All right. Let us now. This is the one that I feel is going to take the longest because according to Gemini, for the Reddit interview, I should be looking into grouping anagrams. And anagrams, I honestly didn't understand what anagrams are or were. Now I kind of do. Anagrams is a word that when you change its letters, it can form another word. Or let's say a word, two different words that has the same number of letters, of the exact same letters. So with that in mind, I'm gonna do another stretch and then we're gonna jump into medium anagrams. So let's go ahead and do some stretches real quick. How you doing, Betsy? Are you a coder as well? En UK hay movimiento porque tengo un colega trabajando desde Madrid para una empresa edu allá. Duro. Pero no me dijiste a qué industria te ibas, o sí me dijiste eso. Oh, voy a montar puertas automáticas. Como tengo conocimientos de soldadura, me ha servido de entrada a una empresa cerca de mi casa. Vuelvo al trabajo físico. Listo, mi brother. Con tal de que pague los biles. Con tal de que pague los biles. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Soy el pero programo mal y estoy gordito. Brother. Mira. Oh, se me olvidó el piropo. ¿Estás listo para el piropo, brother? Está el piropo para el gordito. Mira, hey. Es que uno necesita tener cosas que agarrar. Así que no te preocupes por eso. Bueno. Este piropo se me queda pegado en la mente porque cuando yo lo escuché dije, uff, man, yo me hace falta aprender unos piropos bien chimba. Bueno, el tipo va y le dice a la chica, quisiera hacer bom bom boom para que me agarres el palo. ¡El duro! ¡El duro! Ese piropo, yo dije, wow. A ver, lo digo en inglés. No. Eso solo pega duro en español. Solo pega duro en español. All right. I would want to be a lollipop. So you can... No. Ahora... Lo digo en inglés, todo el mundo me mata por acá. All right. Whoa. All right, let's see here. By the way, y'all, I still gotta throw my advertisement here. I have a pinned YouTube video. If y'all don't mind taking a look, give it a like, give me, some tips on my YouTube video if y'all have a chance. Mi pana, brother, si puedes ir por allá al link de mi YouTube, el video de mi YouTube, ahí mira, y me tiran un like, un comment o lo que sea, se les agradecería un montón. All right, let's play the trompo real quick and get back to the lead code. For those of you who don't know what a trompo is, this is a trompo. I don't know how you call it in other languages. Where I'm from, we call it a gig, or in Spanish, you say trompo. And that's how we do it. El trompito, el duraco. Hey. Left hand. Hey. Oops. Nah, I ain't doing this at the back of the hand, bro. I would like to see you. Look, if you can do it in 5 tries, I would do it at the back of the hand. How about that? If you could do it in 5 tries, I would do it in the back of the hand. Easy. I'm gonna need video proof. And I don't mean an AI video proof. So yeah. Yo lo llamaba peonza cuando era pequeño. Aquí en Sevilla sí lo llaman trompo. Ah. En Colombia, allá, yo lo aprendí como trompo. Pero nunca he escuchado eso. Peonza. Muy duro. Okay. I think it's time to get started on this other one. A ver. I have a feeling this one's gonna give me some problems. But let's see. On Friday, gotta make redeems cool down every 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes. We've had no pickle redeems for a week and a half now. Yo, bro. I think you don't want to see me finish my Lego One Piece. Like, you don't want to see me finish it. So, nah, man, we're not gonna do that. I'm not trying to take 13 pickle shots again. Like, we're not trying to do that over here. So, we'll see. Maybe we can compromise to something. I don't know. Oof, duro. Duro.
Hey, it's Angel. Check out What You Want featuring Justice on YouTube and YouTube Shorts.
That's sick, bro. Anuncio. Ah, okay. Ahorita lo muestro. Oops. Really quick, I was having this stuff do something for me. Did the plan did execute? No, we need to discuss this phase. Yeah, let's do that. Ya se fueron los anuncios. Regresó. Esto se ven chimba. Wooden spinning top. That's cool. You know, tengo que poner a mis hijos a usarlo más. They have to try it out because nowadays kids just want to stick onto the TV and electronics. Gotta put them to do some more stuff. Yo, you can add debug breakpoints in LeetCode? I did not know that. That's sick. Okay, LeetCode, I see you. All right, let's get this one started. Okay, given an array of strings, STRS, group the anagrams. So group words that have the same letters, the same exact letters. You can return the answer in any order. So if we have eat, tea, tan, ate, gnat, and bat, bat can be its own, gnat and tan its own, ate, eat, and tea its own. There's no string in strings that can be arranged to form bat, so that's why it's the only one. The strings gnat and tan are anagrams, as they can be arranged to form each other. The string ate, eat, and tea are anagrams, as they can be arranged to form each other. Okay. And then we have some other examples here, like empty string can return an array of empty string. Okay, so we're gonna worry about these edge cases at the end. Okay, let's see here. Empty string would return an array. A mí lo que me mola es ver anuncios de consolas de los 90s, como el nuevo Super Nintendo, el del viejito. O sea, el nuevo que sacaron. Mira, yo no crecí viendo videos como esos. Mira, se está volviendo tendencia. Este juego. Yo, that's cool. Wow. Este juego, ¿quién lo hizo? Facilito de hacer. Alright, shoot. Let me start again, man, because my timer, I got distracted. Let's see here. There's no string bed. Okay. The strings are returned. The strings. Anagram. Anagram is a word. Words that have the same character count. Bruh, yo creo que esa es la forma de cómo hacer dinero hoy en día con el software, es haciendo juegos. Haciendo juegos. Así que yo creo que me voy a enfocar más en hacer juegos, aunque no soy bueno en eso, pero hay que hacer más y más. The same characters. All right, so things that I think we're going to need for this. We're probably going to need a hash, a map, right? A map of character to counts. And then we're going to need to use that map to identify if the word we're in
Starting a business shouldn't mean juggling a dozen different
has the
providers and
same
accounts. One
counts.
for your LLC, another for
And
your
if they
name,
don't,
your domain, your website, your email,
we skip it.
suddenly,
But
you're
also,
passwords. At
we need to
Northwest
keep track of
Register
all
Agent,
the
we
ones
built
that we
all
do
those
keep,
tools in-house.
so we
We're your
can
complete
remove
business
them
identity solution.
from the
Everything
list.
you need to launch, run, and build your business with help from real people who actually care. You get more control, more privacy, and
So,
less chaos. Northwest Registered Agent.
There's two things I feel. Okay. Keep track of characters for a word. Match. Find strings where chars match. Match must not checked. So that means we need to keep track of the strings or indices of the strings that we've already processed. Say my name, say my name. So I think we can have, like, let's say a processed indices. Then we can say this is a mutable set of ints. And these are just the indices of the ones we already processed, right? So that's one thing. We're also gonna need a map, but this map is gonna have to live on a per instance of the loop. So we can do for I in 0 until strings that size. And then we know that the initial string is at the one that we're gonna process in immediately is gonna be this I, right? Then for we can iterate for j in strings that size. Well, j in I plus 1 until string that size. The first thing we want to check is if process that contains I, we're just going to continue because we're going to skip that one. All right, so this is me handling the process of strings. Now we need to figure out how we're going to detect that the strings match the one at I. So that being said, is we need to now have a mutable. This is what? This is characters. So it's going to be a mutable map of a char to an int. And this is going to be nums at I. Sorry, not nums. We just did nums earlier. Strings at I that for each char, we're going to say val count equals chars get or default. I'm going to say it, right? Default is 0. And then we're going to say chars at it is going to equal count plus 0 plus 1. So this is how we're going to keep track of, like, let's say the E, the A, and the T. And if we have two T's, then we're going to have a map that has E1, A1, T2, right? But this chars tells us for the I, like chars. You know what? I'm going to say chars at I. No, just chars is good. Then in here, when we're processing it, we're going to have to check against that chars. We have to check if they match at J. So check if the chars in J match those of I. And actually, we're gonna have to add this too. And this is going to be J, not I. I don't know if I'm liking how I'm doing this right now. This right now is a O of n time complexity. And as far as size goes, it's going to be O of 1. Yeah. Okay. So if we have the strings here, we basically need to do the same thing but for J, right? So it's basically the same logic, but we're starting at J instead. Strings at J, right? And then we want to see get it or default it. No, we don't even want to, we just want to get it. So if this is null, hold on. We got to think about this, because what if we have duplicate letters? The way I would normally do it is I would decrement the count and just make sure it's 0. Mala mía, brother, ahorita te contesto. Pero yo creo que por lo menos un mes más. Eso es lo que creo. Okay, so right now we have a map of characters to the count of their counts. And now we want to check, okay, is this new string have the same characters in it? So, like, how do we process that? Because I guess one thing we could do is we could get all of the characters and sort them. And if we sort them, are they all lowercase? That's the question. They're all lowercase. So if they're all lowercase English letters, then we could definitely sort the string, because if we sort the string, now we're guaranteed, right? Because if we look at the ASCII, is it ASCII? table alphabet. Where's the shoot, bro? Like, if you're gonna like, this is the image I want. Like, just show me the damn image, man. If it's all, so see, we're gonna have all these decimal numbers, and we know it's all lowercase letters, so we could just sort them. And if we sort them, we can literally just check one by one, and that might be better than even just storing anything. All right, in Kotlin, I know you can extract get chars from string. I know you can get all the chars from the string. No. Like, I want to Kotlin string sort. Yeah, to char array. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can convert. Yeah. So instead of storing it all here like this, I can instead do a val chars equals the strings at I to char array. To char array that's sorted. So now all these characters are sorted. And then if I do the same here, I can then check across both. And if one of them differs, then we don't care about it, right? So we're gonna say about j chars, and I'm gonna call this I chars. Right, j chars is going to be equal to the strings at j, that to char array, that's sorted. But before we do any of that, or if strings at I, actually we won't worry about it here. I'll just do the second one. If strings at I, if the size is not the same, or the length, if the length are not the same, then we just skip, right? Because they're never gonna be the same. It might be a totally different word. Continue. Okay, so then now we have j chars, they're both sorted, then we gotta check across both of them. So we need to have a pointer of both. How do we get the pointer of both? We can just have a, yeah, I can have a j idx equals 0. And we're gonna say for j I chars, yeah, that for each. And I'm gonna say I char. If I char does not equal j chars at idx, then we have to break. We have to break from here, but I don't know how to break out of these loops for this one here, because this is the one we want to break out of. Okay, let's think about this here real quick. We now have two different arrays, and dale mi brother, dale, ahorita sí, gracias por estar por acá, Juan Vital, en serio, gracias. So right now I have two arrays of characters, and I want to compare each character, the character for each one. I mean, I don't even need, no, yeah, I don't even need a new IDX. All I need is a new loop for IDX in 0 until I chars that size, right? And then I need to check here if I chars IDX does not equal J chars IDX, then we know they're not the same, and we can just we'll say here var var match. We're gonna say this is true, and then this is false. Match is false, and it will break. And then down here we'll say, okay, if match is true, then we're going ahead and store this in our results. So we're gonna need a list here. Val, this is gonna be a match strings is gonna be a mutable list of string. And the first thing we do here though is we're gonna have to add match strings. Is gonna have to add strings at I, right? And then here, if there is a match, we're gonna say match strings add. This is a list of strings. Yeah, so we're gonna add strings at J, right? Otherwise, if there's no match, we're gonna break here. Then we'll go to the next string and check. If there is a match here, we also need to do processed that add J. Yeah. Okay, I think we're close to the end here. So here I have a mutable set, right? This keeps track of all my process elements. So in this case here, we have all of this, right? Then we go in and we say we're gonna look at eat. We're gonna add eat at I. We're gonna add that to our process. So we're never gonna look at that again. Then we're gonna start at T. Then we're gonna see T here. Okay, hold on. Before that, we add it to the match strings. We add eat to the match strings. So now match strings has eat. Okay, then this is what I need here at the end, because this always get replaced. So once this is completed, we need to add results to add match strings. And then we need to return the match results. And results is going to be a mutable list of string. Right. All right. So then we add match strings. Now it contains eat. Then we start with T. We say, okay, does it contain T? No, it does not contain T. Is the length the same? Yes, they're the same length. Okay, continue. All right, we get all of the chars sorted. So now they're gonna be AET. We look at them, we check, okay, all of them are true. So then this match, it will never break. So then this match here, we say it's true. We're gonna add T, and then we add the index as process. We're gonna then do 10. We see that they don't match, so this is gonna be false, so it's gonna break. This is gonna be true, so it's gonna add it to match strings. Nat is not gonna be the same, so it's gonna be false. Yo! Hey! Whoa. What's good? Hey! How's it going, Midnight Simon? Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. How y'all doing? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Shout out to my boy, Midnight Simon. How y'all doing? Welcome on in. How was your stream? What were you doing? Leak code about, yes sir, that's what I'm doing. Oh man, I am not as powerful as you at the leak code clearly, but you know, I'm trying to grind. I mean, my heart is filled right now. Thank you so much. I know. I mean, I think I've rated you before, and I've seen your streams. You're really good at doing leak code. I'm in a kind of an unfortunate position. I was just recently laid off. Yo, thank you for the follow. I recently got laid off. I used to work at Square. I was part of, I'm sure if you're in tech, you've heard the news about the whole 4,000 people that got laid off. I was part of that crew, so I'm starting to try and do my lead code grind again, but it's been a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a struggle. But thank you so much for the raid. What were you vibe coding? What were you doing? Yeah, you're writing names on the boards. Yeah, I saw him. Hey, and you know what, man? If I'm not mistaken, bro, you have that long hair too, bro. That long hair is legit. Vibe coding a type website. Ooh. Type Blazer. What is this? Championship race. Oh man. What is this? All right, let's give this a test ride. Let's give this a test run, man. So many people laid off because someone vibe code a basic Pokemon app. Facts. Jack Dorsey thinking he's something else. All right, bro. English is not my first language, so let's see how we can do this. Subsequent. Oh my gosh, so bad. Oh my god. I'm horrible. Okay. Hold on. Let's redo. What's up, Cute. Thank you so much for the follow. All right. Okay, let's see. All right. Art Deco, short for arts decoratives. Decorative. Oh my gosh. AI has been killing my RPM or whatever you call it. Oh my gosh. My kids say I type fast, but clearly I don't. Flourish internationally during the 1920s. I love the little frog. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's get it. Let's go. Dang, that's kind of bad, bro. Yeah, hey, I'm in my F1 mode right now. Damn, that was kind of that was very rough. Not only the passage, but just my my fingers, man. All right, I think we gotta try this again. This is dope. So what are you using? What are you using to vibe code this? Are you using a Llama, a Claude, Cursor, Codex? Y'all make sure to follow our boy Midnight Simon. I've seen his streams in the past. He has really nice hair and he's pretty good at the lead code stuff. 99% Claude, a little Codex, and a little Gemini. Cool. I've been recently exploring using Llama. That way I can save up my tokens for Claude and Codex. But a lot of people don't think Codex is pretty good, but I do think Codex can give Claude a run for its money. I've seen it before, but my 2 cents. I think I gotta redeem myself though. Let's try this again. Anybody doing the multiplayer? Is this something we can try? He does have really nice hair. Hey, and Props TV is another one that has super nice hair. So if y'all want to check him out and follow him, please do too. All right, let's create a room. Man, I kind of wanted to do hardcore, but I'm not. All right, let's see. Where's the code? Room TRHDA. Come on, y'all. Share link. Got it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. How many people can be in the room? Oh, I think Codex is pretty good. I use it all the time. Dang, nice. What? I'm curious about the tech stack for it. Well, I mean, the only one way to find out. Let's get 100 people in it. All right, we're gonna C++ for multiplayer servers. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I haven't used C++ in so long, but it's definitely one of my favorite languages. All right, we're gonna give let's give about 30 more seconds to see if anybody else joined. About to do this type blazer. I wish Spectre was here so he could try it too. I guess he's not. Oh no, somebody fell. There we go. Okay, I think it looked like it slowed down. Y'all ready to get it going? Let's start it. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, okay, well, never mind. It has a countdown. That's a much better UX than what I was trying to do. Facts, I do, bro. On light. Oh my gosh, no! Come on, oh, bro. I'm so bad at this. Y'all are making me nervous. Stop it. And cross it. Man, I see the bars at the bottom and it's freaking me out. Oh no, I was on a roll. I bet I'm in last place. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. That was bad. Come on, guest Falcom 308, 3018, you got it. Save. Yeah, my jump shot is definitely better than my words per minute. We tied at 57, let's go. Dush, let's go. No way, Hungry Hippo. No way. You know, I said we gotta run that back one more time. That was just practice run, right? We gotta run that back one more time. Right? Yeah, I said we do. I say we do. Hey, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool project you're building here, Midnight. Okay, 8 seconds left, yo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. Come on, run it back. The Why did I try to write America? Oh my gosh. Cabrón. Vámonos. Si no estoy bueno para esta vaina para nada. Y'all making mistakes, makes mistakes. It doesn't say approximately, it says aproximacho. Providing evidencia. I'm so bad at this. Bro. That is crazy. Congrats, guest Eagle 3890. Whoever that is. Congrats. Hey, this is a pretty cool game, Midnight Simon. Thank you so much for sharing it. 3 behind this time. I am at 69. Hey, almost, man. You know, we gotta keep practicing it, right? Thank you so much for sharing this project. It looks pretty cool. I love the aesthetic so far. The font, avatar shop. You can even buy your own avatar. Cool. So is early access? All right, I might create an account, and we definitely gotta join your Discord. Discord. Accept. Whip in there. Gotta show support. A mí me faltan 3 dedos en una mano, no pase del level 1. Yo tengo uno que no sabe, que no tiene una mano entera. El mono en sí no tiene una mano. Thank you so much, Midnight Simon. So yeah, y'all definitely follow him. Dope dude, long hair, don't care. He's very cool, and he does a lot of good leak code. Thank you for sharing, man. I would definitely be on the eye out for this project. Ultimately, what's the goal with it? ¿Cómo así que no te dije? Would be nice to be able to change your name as a guest without having to log in. All right, man. Yeah, thank you so much. You have a good lunch. Hopefully you enjoy your meal, and I'll catch you later, man. Thank you so much for the raid once again. I appreciate it. So, terminemos social stops. Estoy listo para hacerlo. Peace, man. Sí, hablemos acerca de eso, brother. Mándame en el DM y hablemos en verdad, Eduardo. No sé si por el Instagram sea facilito. Yo creo que es mejor. O por el Discord. Pero sí, tenemos que sentarnos y hablar esta semana. So, once again, oh well, we're in ads. So I'll wait after the ads before I introduce myself again. What's up, Blue Phoenix on YouTube? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right over there. How's it going? All right, so I was close to this, I think. I was running through my test cases before the raid happened, and I think I was very close to solving this. Hey, look. I was about to hit the 20-minute mark, and from the get-go, my test cases passed. So I am very, very stoked about this. This definitely a big boost to my confidence because yesterday I was struggling with mediums a lot. So now that we're back from the ads, once again, thank y'all so much for being here, a part of the raids. Shout out to Midnight Simon. Thank you for the raids. Just a little bit about me. I'm Frozer. I'm a mobile developer. I talk more than I build, but I try to build all the time. It's a chill vibe here. You know, I'm all about positivity and trying to just have fun while we're here. I'm trying to build apps and release them and eventually have that as my passive income so I don't get laid off again. Like this is the second layoff I've been through. But right now the focus is definitely trying to get a job. You know, I'm a family man, so you got to provide and all of that. So yeah, thank y'all for being here. If you want a chill vibe and just great conversations or just, you know, there's some BSing that does happen, but thank you to my viewers who are not like abusing their power right now. They're waiting until Friday to abuse it. And why until Friday? Well, this week is my birthday week, and we are going to build something on stream. I am going to build this on stream, and I'm going to start at 10 a.m. CST because I'm a big One Piece fan. And I am not going to get off the stream until I fix it. So I'm sorry, my daughter, if I don't get to finish it before I gotta pick you up from school. But here you are. That is what I'm trying to build on Friday. So if y'all are interested in that, feel free to stick around, follow, and then you can eventually take a look at all the craziness. I don't know why it didn't enable it, bro. It's supposed to enable it on its own, and it did not. That's weird. It tries to be a chill stream, but sometimes y'all don't let it be a chill stream. Just saying. It's not my fault. All right, let's see if this is an acceptable solution. Let's go. I did it in the first fucking go, man. Let's go. Look, I know it's not the most efficient. It's probably a way better approaches to optimize it, but the fact that I got it in my first Spectre, we don't need this type of vibe with people here right now, bro. Like, emotional damage. We do need that type of vibe. Just saying. There's gonna be so many pickles on Friday. This guy. No, thank you. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, What is the time complexity of it? I would guess, I think it's an O of n squared. Who cares? Who cares? We don't need you to be doing all of that, my guy. All right, let me add this anagram. Group anagrams. And this was a medium. I'm thinking it's an O of n squared. Space complexity, I mean, we're not holding anything bigger than what's already there. So it's O of n. I mean, O of 1. Because we're using a set. Listo. Para que me haga una qué. Yo, that's fire, bro. That's fire. I'm gonna need me one of this for Android, bro. That's legit. This is what's up, bro. Sería chimba tener uno de esos. We are gonna do a community build. I'm down. What is the plan? What is the idea behind the community build? Like, what would we want to build together? I want to see, as far as Kotlin solutions, hash map with a key from strings using. Oh man, see, this is the thing. Your last submission beats 5% of other submissions runtime. Really? I'm trying to understand more of how this goes. We iterate through each word in the vector. That's first word eat as an example. We create a string called variable called word and assign it to a value. Ah, and they sort it. Current word eat in this case. Next, we sort each characters in the word using the sort function. After sorting, word becomes AET. We insert word as a key into the map, unordered map using, and we push the original word into the vector associated in that key using. It serves as the key in the map. Example. You know what? After reading this again, I feel like my solution could have been way more simplified. Not because of what they're saying here, but what I've visually are painting in my picture. If it's Python based, I'm out. Yo, this man loves Python. Python and who cares is required to participate. Bro, yo, y'all are something else. I'm afraid of the little snake. Pause, bro. Pause. Okay, let me take a look at other solutions that are Kotlin based. Int array. See, when they do stuff like this, I don't fully understand it. That's why, I don't think I would do something like this in a freaking interview. Group anagrams. Build key. Heard that a lot in his early dating. This guy. I mean, it's okay, bro. You know, it's all about how you rock the boat. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. What's the Rabin carp method? Okay, I think I want to just see something extra here from mine because I don't think I needed to do this whole thing. Because since they're both already sorted, They should match. Bro, Spectre, don't scare me like that. Damn, bro. Exactly, it's the motion in the, oh, there you go. Let me see here. Char array quality check. To check for equality between two char array instances in Kotlin, you must use the content equals function. The standard operator performs a referral check for arrays. Meaning only returns true if both variables point to the exact same object in memory, not if they contain the same characters. Checks if the two arrays has the same size and if the elements of the corresponding indices are equal. I think, so I could have simply, and you know, we're gonna do this here. Match. We're gonna say if J chars that content equals, and then we say I chars. That's all we have to say. If match, then we add the strings and we mark it as processed. That should be very similar to that, right? Though this, content equals, does it have to be an int array? Char array of, but I thought the char array none of our candidates apply. Char array content equals char array. What does it say? Char array. If I say this is a char array. List of Kotlin char. Okay. List char equality check. Structural equality check means two lists are considered equals if they contain the same number of elements and each element in the corresponding is okay. So this is even easier, bro. This is even easier. So are you telling me that this is all I had to do right here? Are you so I didn't even need to do this extra loop. It's this guy. Okay, is this better than my previous submission? It takes more time. It uses this less. It uses more memory and it takes more time. But okay. I didn't know you could do it this way too. So, I mean, these are all learning opportunities, right? Because I need to understand more about the data structures of Kotlin as well. So like lists, right? The lists have an equality check. When you do equals check, it does a full equality check. So it verifies that the indices and the elements at those indices across both lists are the same. And if so, that means they're equal. Okay. So I think I'm actually proud of being able to get this medium one done then. I wonder if there's a much more optimized, there is a much more optimized way of doing this, but I don't know what that would be. I definitely know that this is an ON squared solution, but I want to see about, yeah, oh, this is an ON solution. Interesting. No, I ain't trying to do hard problems yet. 3. Ejecutar la prueba cerrada con 12 testers como mínimo y durante al menos 14 días. 12 testers han participado durante 4 días sin interrupciones. Ya solo me faltan 10 días. Brother, suerte, suerte, suerte. 10 más días para que se suelte esta aplicación que te va a hacer ganar un montón de dinero, brother. Ojalá que sí. Ojalá que sí. Hey, heads up, y'all. I am gonna call it quits in about 20 minutes. I have several appointments that I need to deal with later on this afternoon. So if y'all have anybody to raid in the next 20 minutes, let me know. That being said, I think this is really drop them here, because I think what I'm gonna do now is for the last 20 minutes, I'm gonna stray a little bit away from LeetCode, since I feel a little bit better about this one. Or actually, let's see if I can hit this last one. This is the other one the Gemini recommended for me to do, which is the longest consecutive sequence description. This guy. Brother, hijo de la gran miércoles. Yo, Faceless FQ, thank you for the follow. But you scared the shit out of me. So now you gotta tell me something about yourself. How you doing? Yo. Man, I wanna make a 3D game. I think my next game is gonna be a mobile 3D or 2.5D game. I'm not. Ooh, I've been thinking about making a race car game. Okay, hold on. Let's see about this. Entire 34 item bundle. Stylized Unity and Unreal Engine. But hold on, does this mean that it doesn't work for Godot? If it doesn't work for Godot, I can't use it. Yeah, okay. Damn, that's not cool. That's not cool at all, sir. Robot Wars. Cyberpunk Sports Hover. It looks cool. How you doing, Faceless? What you got going on today? Bro, I love this Gemini search. So it depends the extension in which they generate these assets. So let's say this one. What is it in? Can you see? You can't. It just shows you what the assets are. Yeah, it just tells you what the assets are. It doesn't tell you what it is in or what format. Is there any Godot assets? Godstrike, Harlow, yeah. Unity, probably a lot. Game dev. Just let me know, man. Looks like it's not an easy conversion, to be honest. That's fine, though. Okay, I think let's just give this a try. Let's see how much you can do within the next 15 minutes for this, and after this one, we'll head out. Longest consecutive sequence. I just started. Given an unsorted array of integers, return the length of the longest consecutive elements sequence. You must write an algorithm that runs in O of n time. So if you have numbers 100, 4, 200, 1, 3, 2, output is 4, y4. The longest consecutive element sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, its length is 4. Nums 0, 3, 7, 2, 5, 8, 4, 6, 0, 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0. So that's 9. Okay. 0, 1, 2, that's 3. So my first thought is, since it is unsorted, like just sort it and then find the longest sequence. Like just go through, like find the first one until there's not a sequence, then move the next pointer, then move the next pointer, then move the next pointer, right? If it's sorted. If it's not sorted, is there a different way to do it other than sorting it first? Because sorting it is n log n, and I don't remember if n log n is that bigger or smaller. That's bigger. No, that's smaller. No, that's bigger. Is O n, yeah. No, O n is considered better. Yeah, that's what I thought. So if I sort it, then it won't be in O n time, right? So we can do 2 loops. One where we store everything in an orderly fashion, and the second one where we iterate. Yeah, so store all in an ordered set. Iterate through ordered set, keeping track of biggest window. Is this a sliding window problem? Okay, so the first thing I would do here is I will have probably a map. Hold on. Hash map, hash set of versus set of Kotlin. Read only does not guarantee any specific order, unordered. Maintains instantiation order. Okay. So I can just use a set equals immutable set of mango candy. That sounds legit, not gonna lie. Mutable set of an int, right? And then we can iterate first through this and then just add it. Or actually, I think we can just do the nums right here. I just want to see if this compiles. I don't remember if it could. Yeah, variable is unused. Actual type is Kotlin int array, but Kotlin int was expected. Int. Oh, this is int array. Oh. The add all, I think. We set the add all nums. I forgot how set add all in array. Kotlin. Yeah, I thought it had an add all. Mutable set of this list of add all of int array. This is what I thought, bro. Add all, you gotta make it to list. Okay. So we have everything in a set already. All of the numbers are in the set now. So then, but they're not ordered. Ooh, they're not ordered. That's the problem. And I'm thinking over here that it needs to be. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit more difficult than I was thinking. We can't sort it because that's n log n. But if we had an insertion, that's still gonna have to do n log n to search and insert it in the right place. We can find the min and max. If we find the min and max numbers, how does that help us? Nums can be really big. All consecutive orders. Okay, so oof. I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit perplexed right now on how do we even tackle this. We have an unordered array of numbers, of integers, and we need to keep track of the longest consecutive elements sequence. So, and we can't sort it. So one way to do it is, it needs to be an O of n. That's the problem. If it needs to be an O of n, then it feels like we're gonna need multiple loops, right? We're gonna need one loop to kind of organize all of these numbers in an order fashion, and the second loop to iterate and determine where, like to calculate that longest sequence. So how can we store this in an orderly fashion? There are data structures that you can use that whenever you insert it, they're always in an ordered fashion. However, that uses a comparator of some sort, and using the comparator, I think for most algorithm, that's a sorting algorithm, and you're not gonna get that in O of n time. Okay. So if I'm not gonna get that in O of n time, and I have a set in which we add all Kotlin DS order set. An order set that maintains elements in a specific sequence can be achieved using a linked hash set, which preserves insertion order. Insertion order is different than the value being sorted. Linked set. We have a sorted set, huh? The interface guarantees that the elements are iterated in a sorted order, either natural or custom via comparator, right? This is what I figured exists, but time complexity of a sorted set in Kotlin. In Kotlin, default implementation sorted set is typically a Java tree set under the hood. The implementation uses a red-black tree, says O log n for basic operations like add, contains, and remove. Okay, is O log n, not n log n, better? I think it is. Log n is smaller, right? Yeah, it's better. So yeah, we could just insert it into a sorted set. Yeah, so we could use a mutable sorted set. We add them all in. I just want to make sure that this compiles. Sorted set of that's fine. Okay, so we have a sorted set of, we add everything in, and this does it in a log and complexity. So this is key. I need to really remember this, because if you knowing the data structures that you can use for the language that you're working on, that's what they look for in interviews. So I need to remember that a sorted set in Kotlin is a log and insertion time for check-in and for removing during my interviews. Sí, brother, hey, un poquito a poquito, man. Ojalá pudiera hacer eso todos los días y pudiera vivir de esta vaina, pero no se puede. No se puede. Ojalá que sí. All right, now that we have an ordered set of numbers, it's easy for us to just iterate through the whole thing and count the sequences, right? So, max count, I'm gonna say 0. Then we say for, okay, here we go. Are these all, yeah, they can be negative numbers too. So how do we know? Okay, yeah, so I can get, say, var prev number, prev num equals set get at 0, right? Set first. Then I can iterate through the set for I in 1 until set that size. Then I can say the max count is 1 for now. We're gonna return max count. We say, okay, if set can we even do this? Set is not, yeah, we can do this, I think. Set I equals prev num plus 1 max count plus plus. Actually, we need another one for the current count. Var cur count equals 1. We say cur count plus plus. Else, if that's false, else if cur count is greater than max count, the max count equals cur count. And then the previous number, yo, thank you for the follow, Tio Setsu. Dímelo, mi pana. Gracias. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Prev count, prev num would be, because at this point, prev num will be equal to set I. And cur count will equals 1. What's up? Ay, hermano, me llamó la atención que estás streameando programación. Sí, sabes, mi pana, eso es lo que usualmente yo hago por acá. Ahorita mismo estoy practicando para conseguir un nuevo trabajo, pero en verdad lo que yo usualmente tirando en el stream es las aplicaciones que yo creo para celulares. Yo estoy creando un juego, varias diferentes aplicaciones, pero bienvenido, mi pana, bienvenido. ¿Eres programador también? Yo, what happened to my music, bro?
Introducing the new shows experience on YouTube. A new way to watch the latest series.
No, soy ingeniero biomédico. Uy, duro. Qué duro. Wow. Eso sí, ¿te gusta la programación? Duro. Sí, man. Y ahora, la verdad, con lo de la IA, la programación se está como que subiendo y bajando, no sé. By the way, y'all, I'm about to leave. If y'all have somebody for me to raid, let me know. Pero llegaste al final, porque ya me estoy de salida. Bro. Sería chimba ver uno, brother. Bro. Please, not. This fucking dude, man. I don't like you. Está bien, hermano. Me quedo con el flow y voy a estar pendiente. Listo, mi pana. Gracias. ¿De dónde nos saludas? ¿De dónde vienes? One for the road. I'll take it right before I leave. All right? So I'm going to wait till the countdown finishes and then I'll take it right before I leave. All right, let's double check this here. If the sequence is like this, right? And then we assume that inserting it into this sorted set of would make it into 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start with 1. Previous number is going to be 1. Then we're going to check. Okay, then we're going to start at 2. Here, previous number plus 1 is 2. Is it the same? Yes. Okay, then we increase the count. Increase the count. Here, oh no, it's not. Then we say, okay, if current count is greater than max count, we update it. But either way, okay, I see here. This is what we need here. Right? If current count greater than max count, we increase it. If this is false, actually. I see. La jodí acá. Mira, else, y este va a ser aquí por el if. Aquí, and then we need to do this regardless. We need to do this regardless. We reset it. Ahora vivo en DC, pero soy salvadoreño. Uy, qué duro, mi pana. Mira, tenemos nicaragüenses, salvadoreños, hondureños, ¿qué más? Colombianos, españoles, argentinos que han venido por acá. Muy duro, mi pana. Mira, me encantan las pupusas. Me encantan las pupusas, mi brother. Qué chimba. Let's see here. So we have a sorted set. At this point here, all right. If so, we fail here at 100. We say, okay, is the current count greater than the max count, which is 1? We're gonna start this at 0 actually. Yes. Oh, great. So let's update it. Boom. Then we say, all right, previous number equals to the current set because they didn't match, right? The current count is now 1. Yo, this seems a little bit sound. All right, yeah, so this is where it gets confusing for me here. Because how do we iterate through a set? Kotlin, iterate through set. ¿Qué haces aquí, Fred? Dímelo, Brian. Por ahí en el YouTube. Ah, brother, es que este tipo... El Edu, ¿qué hace por allá, brother? Eduardo, míralo. Estoy tratando de hacerlo del YouTube, man. También. If this is the only way for me to do it. Alright, so then we just gotta worry about the first thing then. Okay. Set that for each. And then we're gonna have to do here. And we're gonna say, ooh, se me acabó el tiempo. I wanna wrap this up though. Listo, gracias, pana. Set, let's see here. This is current num. And we say, okay, if current, we're gonna need this here. We'll get rid of this. if current num equals previous num plus 1 current count. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out what previous number is. This is the hard part. Like, how do we know what previous number is going to be here? To start, what's the bad phrase, my guy? Y'all don't have anybody to raid? Me la pela. Yeah, that is a bad word, bro. Me la pela. It's that deep. Yo, that's crazy. All right, previous number is gonna be the current num. Dímelo, Tocino. ¿Qué pues? Estás llegando al final. You're here at the end, bro. Ya me voy a ir. But welcome on in nonetheless. Bienvenido. Current, the previous number. All right, we can set it to the first one here. And I'm just gonna do an extra check here. If current num equals prev num, then we're gonna, I don't like this way, but this is what I'm gonna do. Just to try and hard code this and get this through faster. Because this is just to skip the first time around. Because I'm not sure how I would do that right now. Okay. Output 2 expected 4. Blah, 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 blah. Que mala vibra. He did?
My walls with rocks, and I thought I was...
Hacked Inspector. All right. What is he going to do? He's going to do some Tarkov? Ooh, Jason is also on too, but we'll skip him for next time. All right, cool. We'll definitely we can definitely raid Spectre. Yes, I'm about to eat the candy. Don't worry, my guy. I'm about to. I am not gonna spend more headaches on this one right now. So yeah, let's just eat the candy and call it a day. Listo. Here we go. Spectre. I can't hang out for your stream because I have to go. I have a bunch of stuff going. I'm actually late. So let's knock this one out. Bro, if this is sausage, I'm not eating it. You know I don't eat pork. I think this is sausage, bro. Yeah, this is sausage. I'm not eating this one. I'm not eating that one. I'm gonna pick another one. I do not eat pork, so I don't care. I don't even want the scent. And then we have this one, and I know what this one is, bro. I know what this one is. This looks like vomit. It looks like vomit, don't it? Bro. Come on, man. All right. Fuck that. Here you go. Spectre, I hate you, my guy. You know, we're gonna raid you, but I still hate you. Thank you for this damn thing. This is how we're gonna do it. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this stuff. Y'all, thank you for the follow. I'll be here again tomorrow, same time. We're gonna do some more of this studying. Yeah, this is for you. Oh my God. Fuck you, Spectre. I should not rate you for this, bro. Fuck you, Spectre. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Peace. Peace. Whoever rated, peace. Oh man. Qué grosería. Qué cosa más mala. Gross. Oh my God.